Wait, let's say our pronouns real quick. I'm a he.
I'm a starfish. You and I are sick.
You walked into a lion's den.
You wouldn't know that it was human meat until they said to you, human carpaccio.
When I think about eating people, not only do I think about how they would taste, but I also like to think about their personality.
Walked into a lion's den.
Just call me my guy and we're good.
Yeah, call me my dude. That's it. You sound like the dumbest robot made.
I am the dumbest robot.
Thank you for listening to Splittin Hairs. On this podcast, you're gonna learn about yourself. I'm Ashlynn Salzano.
My name is Chris Metcalf.
We're all lizard people anyway.
I feel like sometimes you don't want my shot to come through because I look better than you.
That's not true. I brought these headphones, but they're not plugged into anything. But
Please wear them. Yeah, please wear them. Plug them into something.
To my butt.
Yeah. You're so mature.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Actually, these hurt my ears.
They hurt your ears. They do hurt your ears. If you don't need to wear them, you just shouldn't.
Well, I do like them when we're for the
podcast.
Yeah.
Why do you like them?
I don't know. It's just I feel like it's like a little different when you could hear everything in your ears.
Yeah. What does it help you with?
I don't know if it does.
Because I wouldn't say that your performance gets better when they're on.
I think it's a little more reckless. I forgot that was a Marinette.
What did you think that was? Coffee?
I forgot.
You thought it was coffee?
I forgot.
Because you were drinking. That's because you drink your iced coffee black.
Averna. Sicily. Averno of Siciliano.
You done? It feels
good for sipping.
Good for what?
Sipping. You do not drink with straw. I don't even know if that's Italian anymore.
I think at this limit, I don't even know what you're saying. Like, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I don't know what I am saying either. Mangi. Basta fagulli.
That sounds legit, though. Everything you've said, I'm like... Everything you've said, I'm like, he is speaking Italian and he is schooling me.
Well, you know what's funny? When the 2 times I went to Italy, when Italian people who know how to speak English, they'll speak English, but like you still don't understand what they're saying. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you want some calamari?" And you're like, "Wait, what?" And you like, "Calamari, you want?" Like, and you're like, "Oh, you want?" Like you gotta like listen.
That's how I feel about Spanish people sometimes too.
Yeah, that's true.
You looking for just speak to me in Spanish. Just you know what? Let's try to figure this out in Spanish.
Yeah.
If they like want to do it in English, they're like, I know English.
Right.
Even though I gotta say the English in Puerto Rico is very good.
I would imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even more so now than it's ever been for me, I think.
Don't they want to be able to vote in like the...
They want statehood.
They do?
Some of them do, some of them don't. They're voting on it right now. Like they're in between votes and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
There's a lot of benefits and a lot of negatives.
I'm sure.
You know, the culture is definitely going to suffer. And I think that's what a lot of them are.
What, they're going to start putting like Applebee's and shit down there? And like
They have like Denny's. They have shit like that. They have like McDonald's and Wendy's.
So what are they worried about? Just like more people moving in?
I think
like the whites moving in?
Well,
it's a state now. We can move there.
When it's a state, it's just like everybody feels like, oh, you can visit it now. Like, and you like expect it to be United States. Like, this is the United States. You know what I mean? You don't feel like you're going to like someone's country. Yeah. I guess.
How pissed would they be if like they like do all the documents, they like run it through, and it votes in that they're going to be a state, and then right before they're like, all right, they're at like the Senate hearing, and they're like, it is approved, and they're like, you're now a part of Florida. like everyone's all excited, and then at the end they're just like, you're part of Florida now. Like they don't give them their own state. They like
they don't. They're like, not Puerto Rico. They like attached them to Florida.
Yeah.
You're thinking
you would lose their fucking mind.
You're thinking of it though, like as a child. Like you can just pick up a land and go. You're sitting next to Florida now, so therefore you are Florida.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do it. They didn't do that to Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, the history of Hawaii is kind of funny. How that? Well, not funny.
No, it's funny. It's hilarious. Funny, but it's a
there's
good
some
old,
funny stuff in it.
It's a good old history.
There's some funny stuff. All history is funny. I don't even know how the whole Puerto Rico United States thing happened. Was it like a takeover?
I think it was they decided to fight with them. They decided to fight with Spain. I forget, but like basically I don't know. I might be making this up, but from what I think happened is they decided to take like I forgot what war it was, and they had to decide, like, basically Spain had conquered them, but then they had to decide, like, the people of the Puerto Rican island,
like
had
the
to
indigenous people there.
Yeah, had to decide whether, like, I went to the fucking El Moro, but you know, you go there and you're all fucking, you're hot, and then you think everything's funny. You're like, oh, like I like stood by these like towers that people used to yell by, and I was like, the gays are coming, the gays are coming. Like, you know, like I just have no respect, you know. So
that's why I said the taking over Hawaii is funny. Like, it's not funny, but like to me, like for some reason, it's.
But
like,
you know, I could have been there learning about my history, but
Right.
instead I had to yell, the gays are
Turn
coming.
into a bit.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
of course, you know.
Always.
And it's like hot, so you're half miserable there, like. But so there was some more, and then the Puerto Rican people, or like whatever, the indigenous people that were there, had to decide if they were going to fight for Spain, and the Spaniards were kind of telling them, like, if you don't fight for us, they're going to conquer
we're
you.
gonna slit your throats anyway. Yeah.
Or with the fear, they like gave them the fear, like, you're gonna lose anyways, you're gonna
Right.
lose your island, and then that's how it became. And then I don't know how America got involved, but you know, America's a messy bitch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it did not happen smoothly.
Every time America gets involved, I feel like people are like, I don't know how America got involved. Like, I feel like every time we step in, everyone's like, I don't know how they got involved, but
Right.
somehow they were involved.
Right.
We're such a messy little bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, or it's good. You know, you need the messy little bitch.
Right.
It's a good reality show.
I forget how that term. What is it like? The road to greatness is paved with blood or some shit. I'm probably making that up,
Yeah.
but yeah, messy pass. I think Hawaii was just like during Manifest Destiny, that period of like American history where it was like Industrial Revolution. We were like, it is our God-given right to take this land. Like, we had already taken over like the other like 48 states.
It really didn't matter what you were doing as long as you said it was our God-given right.
Yeah.
Like, then no one tested it. It is our God-given right.
It is our fate from the Lord. Like the
that's-
president's holding up snakes, like they're like a fucking preacher.
But that's all you had to say, and everyone was like, oh, I didn't know it was your God-given right. Okay, no, you know, rally the women, we're going to rape them all. It's our God-given right. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, that's it. That's all we needed to hear.
It will be a great port city for us, and the Lord will smile down on it.
I was telling Kate, I was like, man, no one, and you proved me right, like, no one gets more offended than Americans when people mispronounce like English words. No one gets more offended, right? And like you, it was so funny. Like, you could tell you're American and you speak English because you are so entitled, right? We were listening to an artist, a female artist, and she's a Spanish artist. And Chris goes, what's the name of that song? And I go, Quiero sentirme bien. And he goes, this is you're like typing and you're like, thanks. What the fuck was I supposed to say? Like,
First of all,
Good.
the way you just said it now, you did not say it that way to me.
Okay, how did I say it?
You go, quiero sangueta, baby. Like, you said it like I was Spanish. And the way you just said it, you're like, quiero sangueta. Like, you did not give me the luxury. You know I don't speak Spanish. You're like, quiero sangueta, baby. Like, I'm supposed to be. And then I was like, yeah, thanks. Like,
That's how you heard it. Because I swear to God,
no, you are so.
I look at you and I go, quiero sentirme bien. I go, quiero sentirme bien. And you go, thanks. What else was I supposed to say? Was I supposed to say the Spanish version, the English version? Because there wasn't.
No, you can woman-splain it to me. You could
Women
have been
don't do
like,
that.
quiero beber. Like, you know I'm a moron. Like, you could have been like, quiero beber.
Okay, right? When I was looking
Quiero
for...
saber.
When I was looking for the Italian song, Por ti volere, right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
day at the cabin, I was like, what's the name of that song? You said it. You were like, blah 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 blah. What am I expecting you to
But
do?
I helped you find it.
No fucking shot.
I had my hands over your hands, and we were
No, you
typing.
didn't. No, you didn't.
We
like,
were
look,
typing
now,
together.
Now you're in your spot where you're like, oh, I guess she is right.
I don't even remember, honestly. I was so
yeah.
pumped up.
But anyways, that's what I said to you, and you were like, pfft. Like, I say English words wrong, and Kate is always like, no, it's this and that. I'm like, the English language is a hot dog. Like, it's just, You've taken like words from every other place and then are like, no, it means this.
Where did we take hot and dog from?
No. We're not on the same path. We're not on the same path.
Oh, you mean combining two words?
Yeah,
oh, yeah. Okay.
You know how like hot dog meat is just like everything?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then it's like, boop. That's what the English language is in America. It's
Latin.
It's hot dog meat. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And you guys get so defensive about it. Like, you were like so mad. I was like, how else do I say it to you?
It wasn't that you said it properly. You know what's funny about this whole interaction that you just laid out? Like, I don't even think we made eye contact because like I was like looking for the thing.
I was looking at you.
Oh, you were looking at me,
looking at
and I was
you.
like trying to find it, and then I was like, when you said it so fast, that's why I was like, thanks.
No.
Because I was like, I don't speak fucking Spanish.
You heard it fast. You guys are always like, you speak Spanish so fast. You heard it fast. I literally said it.
But even the way
Quiero
you
sentirme
said it, I
bien.
wish we could do like instant replay. Because the way you just said it when you told the story,
Quiero sentirme bien.
you didn't say it that fast before.
There is... How fast did I... Wait, as you were saying...
You said it slower. You said it, when you told the story, you said it the way, in a perfect, ignorant, like in a perfect way. I wish you had said it to me that way the
Okay,
first
even
time.
if I said, quiero sentirme bien, what if that had transferred to you? Nothing. You still would have had the blank face. You're acting like if I... Like, you're like...
You just be nicer about it. Just give it to me slower. Be nicer.
Speaking a different language isn't mean.
But when you say it fast and I don't get it, it is. It's triggering.
It's not mean.
It's kind of mean. You know I don't know.
You just got mad because you couldn't speak the language. That is all. You just got frustrated.
Like, I wouldn't be mad if we were, like, in Puerto Rico together and, like, a shop owner was like, quiero seguir, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, this is his place. But, like, we're here and it's, like,
This is
offending
my
me because
place.
But it's my place, too. This is America. The home of the way Americans speak. I can't even say English because it's hot dog language here.
Hot dog language. That's what it is.
That's so funny.
I
bet you so many people are like that.
I told Kate, I told Kate, I was like, so we were arguing about a word. I was like, so congratulations, you have a minor in hot dog.
That's the new like term for American English is hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog language. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You put it all together, but then you get offended when people are like, well, why isn't the G the same in all the words? No, it's different because
Right.
it comes from France.
And you spell it with a hot dog emoji.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna double check the camera real quick.
Oh, okay. You interrupted my thought process.
Sorry. You can keep going in the thought process.
Yeah, it's recording. I told you I took care of it. So you know what's funny too? You were saying like a figure of speech of what they say. What did you say earlier?
Oh, like the road to greatness is paved with blood or something like that.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking about? I was also thinking like I always think about these phrases I hate too. Like she's nothing to write home about, right? Like I always thought it was she's nothing to ride home about. Or he's nothing to write home.
Right.
I was like, you know, when you're writing home and you're thinking about someone, you're like, damn, that's a ride home. Like,
So wait. If it's she's nothing to ride home about, you're saying like she's not. In your mind, you thought it was like she's not worth like she can't give me a ride home.
No. In the sense of like, I won't be thinking about her on my ride home.
Oh.
She's nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
And then I also thought like nip it in the bud.
Right.
I always thought it was nip it in the butt.
It's nip it in the bud?
Yeah.
I always thought it was nip it in the butt.
Right? Because like if you nip something in the butt, everything stops, right? You're like, whoa, right? So
Right.
it makes sense.
Did we do this? Did we talk about this already?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was nip it in the butt too.
I thought it was nip it in the butt.
Yeah.
Because you nip it in the butt, things stop.
What's
right?
a bud? And how do you nip
I don't know, Chris. You and I are on the same journey.
it? When you think of something nipping your butt, what is in your mind?
Bud or butt?
A butt nipping your butt.
Butt?
Butt. B-U-T-T.
Like nothing. Like nip it in the bud. Like take care of it.
But is there? But
Because
like,
it's like-
if I say to you, like, draw a picture of nipping something in the butt. What comes to mind?
A picture?
Yeah, like if I said to you, like right now, like I'm not telling you to draw one, but just like, could you just like?
It would
is
just be like
there a visual? In
it
your
would
head?
just be like a butt and a finger.
A butt and a finger.
Yeah.
That's to you nipping a butt.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine's like a little alligator, like biting a butt.
That's too aggressive. You shouldn't be doing that to anyone.
It's like nip it in the butt, just end it. Like, get out of here. Like, just you're done. But nip. So do you like? Oh, nip. Ooh,
Nip
yeah,
it.
nip my butt.
But
I'm gonna
nip
tell
it
a
in the
girl to
butt.
nip my butt.
But nip it in the butt, right? Because like even if you're gay, it doesn't matter if someone like touches your ass. You're like, whoa, 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 stop it, cut
Some
it
people
off.
like butt stuff who aren't gay.
But anyways, so you're going to church this Sunday?
They've uninvited me.
Yeah. I've been banned.
Yo, did I ever tell you? Yo, do you know I found out like last year I was going down a weird rabbit hole. Once you're baptized, if you're just like, oh, I don't want to be Catholic anymore. You can't be like unbaptized, and there's no way to like. Only like a small, rare few people have been excommunicated from the church. Like
And
once you're Catholic, you're Catholic
why
forever.
were you looking into that? And
I
what
don't
made
know.
you
I was
think
just
about
curious.
that?
I forget why I thought about it, but I was because I was
oh.
wondering like if you converted, are you no longer like if I converted to being like I don't know Jew, being like Muslim or something, does that make me not Catholic? And no, it's like having two passports. Like you're like both. Like the Catholics are still like he's still a Catholic.
Yeah. Are you thinking about it or something?
No, I wanted to try to get out,
How?
but I don't know.
Why?
You can't.
Why were you trying to get out?
Just why not? Just get out. I don't want to be connected to all the weirdness. Just get out.
I feel like being Catholic though, you could fly under the radar, right? Because I feel like everyone blames it on their parents. Like, why are you Catholic? My parents. Like, it's just easy. Like, it's not a choice you make. So when
but that's what I'm saying. Like even though like
But
even
that's-
if you don't believe in it, right? But if you just wanted to be like, okay, you baptize me, but like there's no it's like signing up for a gym membership with you can't cancel it.
But you were saying that you don't want to be connected to all that weird stuff. I was just saying, like, I'm not connected. My mom made me Catholic. It's not my fault.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, "Ah." And then my kids will be Catholic, and they'll be like, it's my mother's fault. You know, you could just.
Are you gonna
keep blaming.
baptize your kids?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just don't need them to be, demons. Like possessed by demons.
I don't think not being baptized prevents that.
I think so. That's my thought on it. I think it does.
Yeah, I guess it's possible.
I thought that like every exorcism movie, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that I think it was written about women on their periods. Like if you think about it,
Is that you?
most women, but think about it, most people, like when you see a movie about exorcism and stuff, it's mainly women.
Yeah.
Like think about it, possessed, and I think
Well, exorcism. What are the other ones? The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and then what else is there? There's got to be ones where dudes.
I think now there have been, but in the beginning, like when they were first written,
Well, the Exorcist is like the big one,
right? But when you think about it, like all of that was just women that were possessed by demons, and I just think that like some man was like, because it's back in the days, they can't like Google PMS or period,
Right.
So they're like, my wife is turning into a demon, like like writing their thoughts.
That's based
And
on
then-
true stories. Yeah, based on true
Yeah,
stories.
but you know how like some men are like, and you could swear her head turned, like she turned her head. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'm possessed when I'm on my period.
I mean, it takes a lot out of you. Like,
Yeah.
we've talked about it in the show. Like, I know the schedule. I know the cat. Like you said the other day, you're like, oh, I don't feel well. Like, I asked you, but I like kind of like I was like, there's like a 60% chance.
Yeah.
It's period. Yeah. I guess it's I feel bad that you guys. I genuinely feel bad that you guys have. To deal with that. That sucks.
I wish every man could get their period. Right?
I don't.
And not in the sense that like. Not in the sense that like I want you to suffer, but it's like if women couldn't get their hearts broken, like you would be like, I wish you could get your heart broken to know what it feels like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's more on that level for me, not Not like, I hope you get your period and you suffer just like me.
Right,
And
right.
not like that. Just like, it's something that I wish.
Know my pain
Yeah.
for a day.
Yeah. Just so we could be like humble and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I wish you could do that to know how I feel sometimes.
About what?
About the trials and tribulations I have to go through.
Boy, you.
All the expectation.
Boy, you
all
couldn't
this
walk
power,
a mile in my shoes. Oh, you're saying to give you like all
to
this.
see all the power I have at my fingertips that I just like I don't want, you know? It's tough. It's tough out here. Being a straight white male, the enemy every day. People look at you weird when you walk down the street.
I regret telling you earlier to become more vulnerable. I gave you a speech earlier to be vulnerable when you can, and now I regret it. This is vulnerability for a straight man. I wish you can feel the power. You know what else phrase I hate? I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
You don't like that?
I hate that phrase because I'm
Why?
like, then why is this person your worst enemy? Like, would it like?
Because I feel like you could have a worse enemy that you respect. Like samurais were like that.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Like
Really?
your worst enemy, like really you like when people are in pain, they're like, I broke my shoulder. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Well, that's a dumb
I'm
one.
like-
That's a dumb one.
But yeah, I'm saying like stuff like that, like the phrase. I'm not saying the origin of it. I'm saying like the phrase, how loosely we say things. Like,
Yeah,
I
in
wouldn't
that
wish that on
sense,
my
yeah.
worst enemy. Like, you know how some people are like, I lost $20. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm like,
I think you would.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would wish that on your worst enemy. And if that's not what you wish on your worst enemy, you're like a really nice person.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You're like,
Just don't have enemies. Just be like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst friend. You can say that.
yeah, I guess that's
Right?
too like your worst enemy, which implies that you have more than one enemy.
And
you
he's
have
your
multiple,
worst.
and he's the worst of
They're
them.
the worst one.
Right.
Then you're soft, dude. You don't need enemies.
How many enemies do you have?
Too many.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Everybody around me.
Every day I wake up.
It's hard. It's hard, man. My life is hard. It's hard out here for a pimp.
Enemies around me. Cream, get the money. I mean, I know they don't say that, but that's your song.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's
How many
hardcore.
enemies do you have?
Like 3
Okay.
mortal enemies. No, I don't think I have any enemies. I mean, there's like people I'm just like, I don't have like any enemies, but there's certainly like people where I'm just like, hey, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But it's not like my. I don't
You don't have
consider
any
them-
enemies?
I feel like an enemy is like someone who like equally hates you back, and like you're always like trying to like be like, I'm gonna fucking fuck you over somehow.
There's like constantly a
Bitch.
stare off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're always just like this motherfucker. I'm sure if I start thinking about it, there's like people, but they're always like temporary. They're always like situational. They're not like like I
Yeah.
feel like an enemy is like someone you just like always fucking just like this motherfucker.
It's always a stare off. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm against you, you're against me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
No, yeah, nothing. Nothing's coming to mind. It's always like someone you're dating, and it's like someone's boyfriend or some shit, or like a friend of a friend who you're just like, I fucking hate. There was a guy in college. I feel like we were kind of enemies, actually. now
Yeah,
that I
like
remember.
stare off.
Yeah, because you know what it was? He was like a fun dude, but like I just like, but he was
But
like
you
an
wanted to
idiot.
be the fun dude?
No,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
no,
no.
because he was like drug fun. Like he always had drugs and was like doing all the drugs, but like he was like a fucking idiot. But like everybody just let it go, and I was like, no, this dude's a fucking moron, and we need to like recognize it. And like he didn't like that I like called him out on his dumb bullshit. Like it was just, and we just fucked.
So you were trying to get him out of the group, but he was
I
like,
wasn't even trying to get him out of the group. I was just like,
don't know.
bro, give a fucking shape up, bro. Get your shit together. You're a fucking knucklehead.
and then what? Why was he your enemy? Like, what? He didn't like you either?
He just didn't like that I busted his balls. You know? But it's just like, dude, you fucking... You know what it is? It's kind of like someone... You know, we've talked about... I don't think we've talked about it on the show, but it's like when you bust someone's balls, if they either laugh or fire back at you, it's like, all right, we got something going here.
Yeah.
But if you bust someone's balls and they're like, oh, come on, man, get off me, but they're like friends with everybody else, it's like, bro, what the fuck is your problem? You know what I mean?
Oh, you were mad because he didn't let you bully him.
Yeah. But like basically, yeah. And all he had to do was say something back to me or laugh, and I would have left him alone. But he kept bitching like a little fucking his name, I'm not gonna use his real name, but he was like mostly Polish and like a little Italian.
Yeah.
But you would never know it if you met him because he's like, oh, bro, I'm fucking Italian, bro. Like he would talk about how he's Italian, right? Bro, then his like last.
I love anytime you imitate someone who's Italian, you're like, he's like, bro, I'm fucking Italian.
Yeah, yeah.
Like every time, the first sentence out that person's mouth is, I'm Italian.
Yeah. Just got to make that clear.
Yeah.
Sicilian. But this kid, he was like mostly Polish, and he had like some other last name, like Galorgish or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he legally changed his last name to Italia. So his name's John Italia.
Yo.
Polish. Now, granted, he's got like the olive skin. If you looked at him, he doesn't look Polish, but his ancestry, fucking 23andMe, whatever, motherfucker's like eating fucking should be eating pierogies every day. Polish as shit.
This is why you're really mad at him.
But that didn't come till later.
And then you were like, I fucking knew it. I knew you were a dick.
Yeah.
Called it.
I'm just like, bro, give me a break. Come on with this guy.
You've met her. I actually have a friend that she always accuses me of bullying her. Do you remember the story she told? She told it this past weekend, like when we were at my birthday.
Vaguely.
So I have this friend. I've known her since junior high. We weren't friends in junior high, though. We were. She was like she was in alpha. What would you call like nerds and shit like that? And I was in humanities. That's like talent, you know. So I'm talented and she's smart.
Okay.
So I'm better than her. So let's get that off the fucking table.
Are those groupings that the school had?
Yeah.
Okay. See. Okay.
They had like regular in our junior high. They had regular and then humanities, which was like people with like. You can do dance, computer, drama, band, like all that extra stuff. And then you had alpha people, which scored really, really high and had high grades. And they like taught them differently and stuff like that.
Interesting. Okay.
So we weren't friends, but then we went to high school together and we became friends, but like towards the end of our years. So like sophomore year, right? But we've always known each other. It's always been cordial. We live around each other. So I'll never forget, right? Like she's like, the other day she was telling the story too. She's like, you were a bully. You bullied me. And I was like, how did I bully you? Right? Because like, I want to know. I've never put my hands on you. I think for me, bullying is hitting, right? Like, okay, yeah, I like bust your balls and I bust your chops, but like, I never hit anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't a bully. Like, I wasn't like, give me your school lunch. Like, I was just like everyone's like little annoying sister. You know what I mean? Like, So she's like, you bullied me. I'm like, how I bullied you? She's like, I remember one time we were getting off the train and I stepped on your Jordans. And then she was like, I stepped on your sneakers and you grilled me.
Duh.
So I was like,
Duh.
I was like, my sneakers? I was like, which ones? And she was like, your Jordans. And I was like, rightfully so.
Yeah, that's how like, yeah, duh. Fucking no shit, Sherlock. Like, who wouldn't be?
Yeah, like, you don't step on my Jordans. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know where we come from, Denise Bell. Don't make me a monster.
Yeah.
All right?
You know the rules out here.
You know the societal rules.
Yeah.
You step on someone's J's, you get fucking grilled.
Yeah.
Don't act crazy with me.
You're lucky I didn't do worse.
Yeah.
You're like that. Those are my box cutter days.
Yeah.
You're like when I always had a box cutter on me.
But that's like so funny because you ended up like hating the kid even more. Like you were like, oh, no, you're faking it down.
Yeah.
You're like, now he's hurting my family.
You know,
and for me, it's the opposite. It's like this person thought I was their bully. Because I'm not. She thought I was her bully, and now we're like best friends. And she like constantly tells that story. I just think it's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Has she ever like come back around to be like, all right, you're right.
No. Every time she told you heard her, but I honestly like the story. I think it's funny. I think
of course, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you guys are still friends.
Yeah. But she brings it up all the time. She'd be like, because anytime people are like, how long you known each other or anything like that, she was like, Ashlynn used to bully me. It's also like one incident, right? They're like, how she bullied you. She's like, one incident. I'm like, that's not bullying.
But that scarred her. Isn't that funny? Like the shit that like sticks with people. Like even like if,
Well, I'll tell you what. I taught her how to never step on someone else's Jordan. I probably saved her life. I probably saved her life.
yeah. Wait, I'm gonna check this one more time because I'm paranoid.
Don't be paranoid. I told you I fixed it.
Oh, was there a setting or something on it that you had to change? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Might be. Okay. I'll stop checking it now. You're like, there is no setting. There is no setting. You motherfucker.
I kept panning to the camera and being like, you're gonna see. In post edit, you're gonna see. Well, editing, but anyways, so yeah, dude, let's talk about some good news though. You are moving back to New York.
Moving back to New York, I signed a lease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling the old Seinfeld and living in the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start coiffing my hair and wearing Reebok high tops with every outfit.
I don't really like the word coiffing, man.
Coiffing?
Yeah.
Is that the wrong word for that?
I don't think so. I think it's the exact word you're looking for.
Right.
I just don't want coiffing.
Yeah, it kind of sounds weird. Yeah, it's not. It's an off-putting word.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny if that was like a really like highfalutin word. You know, like you always must quaff. You must quaff the Chardonnay before tasting it. But yeah, moving up. Found I'm living by myself for the first time, which is going to be interesting. Yo, these realtors are thirsty right here in New York right now. Yo, every fucking realtor I met with was like, yo, you better hurry up because a lot of people are looking and this is going to go fast.
Yeah.
This is like a great deal. Great deal.
Yeah.
It's going to go really fast.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I've never dealt with a realtor in New York. And for as long as I've lived in New York, I've never dealt with a realtor because I've always had roommates. It's always been, oh, so-and-so's got a fucking place. Oh, dude, I'm looking. And it
Someone's
like worked
moving
out.
out.
Yeah, and I fucking move in. And it's like worked out great. So, but with like moving out now, officially moving back in, it's like I'm going online. And it's just like it was either I was being more picky about who I was going to live with or I'm going to live by myself. I'll take the leap, living by myself. So now I'm dealing with all these realtors.
It's so hard to live with roommates too if you don't know them because it's like your whole day. Like they can ruin your day in a second. You know what I mean? Like they can ruin your night, your day. You're living with this person. This person becomes your family, and that's horrible. That can be horrible if they're not good.
Right. And there's like certain things that if you're not compatible with, it could totally fuck your shit up. So I'm living myself. Yeah, Upper West Side, the price is right. It was good. Jumped on it. Got it. I move in June 15th.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
City boy is back.
Back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I got such a fucking taste in New York, too, because, like, I was in, like, don't let my job know about this, but, like, I fucking just, like, Monday, Tuesday, I was just, like, living in the subway. I was, like, uptown. I was, like, Upper West Side, Upper East Side. Saw a place in Lenox Hill. Saw places in Brooklyn. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll see it right now. I was, like, running all over the place. I saw, like, 8 places in, like, 2 days, which I guess doesn't sound like a lot, but, like, I don't know. I was, like, running around.
But you're doing work also. You're still working.
I was, like,
so
stopping back in the apartment to, like, do a little work, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go. Like, it was just, I was just fucking going.
And you're probably, like, all over the map, too, because it sounds like it's not just hopping your car. You're, like, in the subways. You're, like, going uptown to come back downtown to go uptown, but to the east side and then to the west side. And then it's, like, yeah.
All over the fucking joint. So, yeah, and I just fucking, because I was like, I gotta get this fucking shit done. I gotta get back. I gotta get back in the rhythm of doing fucking stand up. I can't be like living out in the outskirts anymore, like doing this. Like, I gotta get back in the cut.
I gotta get back to this disgusting, filthy city.
Yeah.
I gotta get spit on. I have to get spit. I have to step on dog shit. I have to. I have to step on gum on the subway. I have to.
It is like a little like walking around. Like it has been like a little like overload. Like I feel like I was like tired. Like I was just like,
because it's fast paced. You know, you're living up in the suburbs.
But I could tell like even because I've been here the last few days, stayed at my brother's apartment because he's been out of town, and I'm like, all right, I'm fucking back.
Yeah.
I'm like feeling it. Yeah. There was a funny dude. I had to like change trains. You know, sometimes like you gotta like change trains, but you gotta like get out of the fucking subway. It's usually at Herald Square. Like, that's so fucking annoying.
It's usually in the most inconvenient place.
It's always at fucking Herald Square. It's always like in that region where you gotta like get out and like walk over to that fucking east side, that RW shit. Anyway, as I was walking, there's this kid, this like young kid. He wasn't homeless, but he was definitely a little cuckoo. And he was like walking. He was just, I just heard, yes, definitely yes, no, yes, yes. Yeah, he was like a young black kid. Like, he looked like an anime black kid.
Yeah.
His hair was done, but like, I don't know what his fucking deal was. And he's like basically going around just pointing at women and basically being like, yes or no. Yes, no, and like saying it loud, like everybody, you could hear, you knew what he was doing. And he wasn't with anybody. He's not like trying to impress his friends. He's not trying to make anybody laugh. He's not on the phone.
He's dead ass.
He's just dead ass, just doing it.
He is swiping in real life. He is like, yes, no, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
From behind.
Maybe. Yeah,
he
was doing
dark.
that shit too. Like, I love when he would give like the rating within the yes. He'd be like, yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Right.
All right.
And if like women,
oh, that's a surprise. Yes.
Yeah. And if women were like walking in his direction, like he would be like, definitely yes, all day, yes, yep, for sure. But like wasn't hitting on them. Like, right. I don't know. I wouldn't count that as hitting on them, but it's just this weird, like he wasn't trying to be like, what's your number? Or like, you want to meet up? Like also, it was this weird.
He also wasn't like, I would fuck you.
Basically, but without saying that.
But that's different than being like, yes, no, because you don't even know what he's talking about unless you're you and you're watching him.
Well, he turns to me because I was within like a 5-foot
and
radius
says,
of him.
Hell
no.
yeah.
Well, he goes, because I also been doing this thing since I've been back where I don't want to be like, I was like, you know what? I haven't been in the city a while. I'm going to go no fucking headphones.
The biggest mistake.
Back in the day,
biggest mistake you can make.
I haven't been in the city in a long time like this, so I was enjoying it for now at the time, you know. So he's like within a radius of me, and I like kind of turn, and he looks and he goes, "No," and I go, "Why not?" And he goes, "No," and I go, "Say yes," and he goes, "No." I go, "Come on, bro, just say yes," and he was like, "Nah," and he was just like. Did that kind of like old school, you know, when you were in like middle school, like a kid was like, "Oh, you're gay," like that homophobic shit. He was just like, no, and then like
he gave
like
himself
scurried away.
Cootie shots. He was like,
yeah, basically, yeah. I'll give you a cootie shot, basically, and then just went back on his rampage of being like, yes, no, and then like we were both kind of walking the same direction. I gave him one last little like jab, and because like I had to go down into the fucking train, and I turned and I was like, he was like 20 feet away, but he could like still like sense, he could feel me in the area. And I go, seriously? And he goes, no. He was like far away. He's like, no. And these women were like laughing because he like yesed both of them and shit. And I could tell they were like, because fuck that guy. Like, because honestly, fuck that guy. But also like, I'm not going to be like, me being like, what are you doing, bro? That's not cool. Like, what is that gonna do? Like, he's either crazy and he's gonna try to fight me, and it's just like,
he's just not
I'm also
well.
trying to see these apartments.
He's not well, and he's also a child. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
He couldn't have been like, older than 20. He's
not really causing harm. Is he causing discomfort? Yes, but harm? No. So what are you gonna do? Like, no woman was in danger. Like, exactly. You're fucking with them, and it's so funny. I love to see that because like straight men will harass, and the minute they get harassed, they're like, that's not how it works. No. You know what I mean? Like, but they're always the one to do the sexual harassment.
Right. It's like you can dish it out, but you can't fucking. Yeah. Right. I know.
Like, it wasn't like he was like, nah, no thanks, man. No. He was like, no. Like, how dare you? Like, how dare you?
He did that thing where he, like, remember, like, with the guy who showed me his dick? Like, he was almost just like,
no, he didn't show you his dick.
I showed him my dick.
No, he jerked it in front of you, baby.
I jerked my dick. I passed it along.
Yeah. To the anime kid?
Yeah.
That's that weird shit, man.
Yeah.
That's that weird shit. Like, we saw, I don't know if we've talked about it, but we saw that guy, like, screaming, people ain't shit. Motherfuckers ain't shit.
Oh,
People only care about themselves.
Yeah.
They ain't shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like people are fucking losing it in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are losing it. Like, it is hard. Like, you really got to look in people's ears and be like, you got an AirPod in there?
I'm really praying for an AirPod.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so true.
You're praying for an AirPod.
Like, if I see somebody like getting weird on the train and
Yeah.
they're like they're just standing there like looking like not at anyone, but like they're like, and I fucking and I can't even hear what they're saying, and I'm like, yo, I think they're crazy. And then they turn and there's the one, I'm like, oh.
or you see like just like something black or white there, you go, oh, thank God.
Right. Now
Oh.
what happens if you see the person and then they turn and they're holding a styrofoam cup next to their ear?
Or like a seashell.
Yeah. Turn and the guy's got a fucking banana.
For some reason, I'm not scared of that person.
Me neither, because at least he's got an implement.
Yeah.
You know? At least he's not talking to like a demon or something. At least he thinks he's talking to someone on the other end.
Oh, look, he's not talking to you.
And
like, he's talking on the phone, so mind your business.
Right. Leaves his ass alone.
Clearly, he's on the phone. If
Right.
not, he wouldn't be holding the croissant by his ear.
Yeah.
So, clearly, he's on the phone. Mind your business. He's going to mind his.
Yo, if you got a croissant phone, if I had a croissant phone, I'm like talking, I'm like, God, fuck.
Take a bite of it.
Yeah. Because a banana, you don't want to eat that skin, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's crazy. Who the fuck knows?
With a banana phone, you eat the phone after you're done with the call.
That's how you hang up.
Fuck!
Yeah. Just take your time, unpeel it.
Yo, I know this isn't funny, but it was funny. It's like not funny, but it is funny, kind of like we were talking about earlier. I'll never forget, I just saw this one guy walking down the street. Well, he wasn't walking because he was in a wheelchair, but he was doing that thing where he was using both of his legs to move the wheelchair, which leads me to believe he doesn't need the wheelchair. Maybe he does. I don't know. And he was clearly, you know, I don't know, homeless
Maybe
or
he's got
destitute.
Vitiligo.
What's that?
Oh, vertigo.
Vertigo?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
That's that Vitiligo.
Villago.
That's his skin. I always confuse those two.
Yeah. And he's just like walking or like kind of scooting down, and he's got a phone, and this dude looked like he was on a fucking business call. Like he was like a partner at a firm. Like he was just like, I told them I'm not coming down there. And like, cause I didn't see him.
Yeah.
I heard him, and the way it sounded was like, oh, someone's mad on the phone. And I turn, and it's this guy. Like doing, you know what I'm saying? And I just fucking lost my mind. Like, and then people like saw me laughing at him, and it was just, you know, it was just like, oh, don't laugh at that guy. And I was like, oh.
You're like, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at the situation.
Right, like
I'm laughing at me. Like,
right.
I thought New York was normal. I turn around, it's not. I'm not laughing at him. Oh man, I've seen people like be, like not even be on the phone and be like, I'm wrong. How I'm wrong? Nah, that don't sound right. I'm like, yo, there's two people talking in that brain. There are two people at least living in there.
Yeah.
That shit is scary.
Yeah.
But then there are some people where you're just like, okay, like they're mumbling to themselves and shit like that.
Yeah. Or even just oh, sorry, go ahead.
I once had this Vietnam guy come in, and like, it's not funny. Like, it's not funny what they go through and what they went through. But he comes in, and the first thing he does is like, can I get $1? Y'all not gonna give me a fucking dollar? Fuck y'all. Like, all the last thing y'all could do is give me a fucking dollar. Da. Can I get $1? Like, you just cursed us out. How are we gonna give you? Why would we give you $1? Like, it's just the poorest. Like, you're not a salesman, clearly, okay?
Right.
Because you just sold yourself terribly. Like, you know, like give me a sad story, give me something. But it was just straight up like, fuck you, you're not giving me $1. Fuck you, you're not giving me $1. Fuck you, you're not giving me $1. He went past, and he did not point at me and say, fuck you, I'm not gonna give you $1. I'd have kicked his fucking wheel. I'd have kicked that shit.
Wait, did I ever tell you this one time? This was like out of a fucking movie. I couldn't even believe I saw this shit. This was like a few years ago. In the winter, this couple, it was like Midtown. This dude's wearing a tux. He's like in his 60s. I mean, he didn't have a monocle, but he might as well have had a fucking monocle. And like they're leaving some like banquet fucking place, getting into some dope like Benz car. But they're like standing outside, and he's got the white, like the fat white haired wife with the scarf. And they're like, it's wintertime. This fucking homeless guy comes up. He's like, "Excuse me, man, you got any money for me?" And the guy goes, "I'm sorry, sir. We already donate." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? We already donate?" Like, bro, go fuck yourself. Just say no.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Yeah.
A no is fine.
You see, like, that's the funny part about New York, too, is, like, it's not always the homeless people that are assholes. Like, you know, it changes. It doesn't matter.
I already donate?
Yeah.
Bro, fucking shoot yourself in the face. That's
it's like,
such
I hope your
bullshit.
wife fucks someone else. You know what I mean?
Bro, I don't even know. It like made me so mad. I didn't even have any money to give to the guy because I like wanted to at that point because I was like, what the fuck, man? But just like, that's like rubbing salt in the wound in this like weird way. Like, I don't even know how to necessarily describe it.
It's talking down. He could have said no, but you chose to be like, I already donate.
I donate to you people like in a way that's proper.
Yeah.
Like that I know that you're not going to use this for something else. Like, bro, it's cold as fuck outside.
It's just like, I always have this saying, like, you don't have to go out your way to disrespect someone. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go out your way to disrespect someone. Like, to respect someone, you don't have to go out your way.
Right, because saying no isn't disrespectful, right?
Exactly.
Now, and you could paint the picture, and I'm sure some people listening or whatever would, where they'd be like, oh my God, he has so much money, why couldn't he give the guy some money? But it's like, maybe he really doesn't have cash, and not everyone has to, you don't have to give to a homeless person on the street. Like, it's not your obligation.
It's not. You don't have to give anyone your money.
But
Like,
to your point, he had to go out of his, instead of just saying no, which isn't disrespectful, technically, he had to say that.
Yeah, he had to go out his way to disrespect someone.
Right.
You have to. In order to disrespect someone, you have to go out your way. That's why when someone disrespects me, I get really, really offended. Because you have to go out your way. You made that choice. It wasn't an instinct. It wasn't just it came out your mouth. You chose that. You chose those words. You chose I already donate. No is easy.
Right.
No, yes, don't have. Boom.
Right. I'm not even trying to be a good Samaritan.
Get out of here. Even that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Scram.
Not even. Leave me
You're
alone.
grossing my wife out. You smell funny and my wife is grossed out. Leave.
Even that is less disrespectful than
It is.
I
Because he's
already
like,
donate.
you got a point.
Yeah.
Like, you know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
It's so disrespectful.
Oh, shit. I was just going to say something. You made me think of something, but I can't remember it now. God damn it.
I remember one time this homeless guy asked me for a cigarette and me and Kate ignoring him and he was like, fuck you fat bitches. And I was like, which one? He said, both. I said...
Yeah. The fact that I wasn't there, but I know exactly how you said it to him too. You're like, which one?
I turned around. I was like, which one?
Yeah.
And he was like, both. And I said, well, I've got money to be fat, unlike you.
It is confusing when you see a homeless fat guy. It is very confusing.
It's just like, why did he have to go out his way to be disrespectful to me? You know what I mean?
Just because you're having a bad day, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not my problem. You should have been, if you ever run into that where a homeless guy's like cursing you out for saying no, you got to end it with be like, you know what, bro? Forget this. I already donate. And then like walk away.
See, I can't even do that.
You know what? I already donate. I don't have to deal with you.
That sounds like a little bitch, so I don't like that. I like to roast them back. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, you gonna roast me? I'm gonna roast you back.
I like leaving him confused.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
I don't want to leave angry.
You know what I've noticed recently? I like if someone asks me for money, I will like make eye contact with them and be like, I'm sorry, man, like I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm some great guy, but like honestly, the amount of times where like the homeless person will be like, all right, like I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, Okay, so all you have to do is, not all you have to do. It is nice if you give them a couple bucks, but just like at least recognize that they're like a human and just like
all
acknowledge
you have to
them.
do is treat them like a human.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, great point.
It's
Chris.
tough.
Great point. Great point. Everybody, jot that down. Quoted by Christopher Metcalf.
Did you say no to that guy who called you a fat bitch?
I didn't even answer him.
Oh, see, that's the problem. He wouldn't have called you a fat bitch if you're like, sorry, man.
I didn't
don't
see
have
him.
any
He was
money.
in the corner.
Oh.
I was walking, so he was in a corner of like a street that I couldn't like. This building had like.
What,
this
he yell
weird
it down an
corner.
alley?
No, it was like it's one of those fucking weird buildings that has like a corner.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Where like the lobby kind of comes out.
Yes,
and then
yes.
there's a corner.
It's like a courtyard almost. Yeah.
And so I didn't see him. All I like heard, let me get a cigarette, but I was like talking to Kate, and then he was like, "Fuck y'all."
Oh, it was like one of those like far lazy ones. Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. We had a good time. I have a good story. I'm sure he has a good story. You know. Told these fat dykes to go fuck themselves. He's having a good day. I'm having
Both.
I'm having a good day. You know. It's whatever.
Could you imagine if you were like both and you were like, all right, sweet. How many cigs you want?
Yeah.
That would have blown his mind. All right, let me buy you a pack, fat boy.
I wonder what I would have done if he would have said like one of us, like one of the other, like her, or like me. I would have been like her. Thank you. I'm in good shape, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you, boo.
I've always told her. Actually.
See, what have I been telling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you team up on Kate with
Yeah.
him. See, I've been calling you a fat. I told you.
Or if he's like, no, you. I'm like, dude, that hurts my feelings now. Okay.
I've been working on it.
I'm
Okay.
like, look at our size. It's not both of us. It's just me.
We're like the same weight. It's just
Yeah.
distributed differently, you
Yeah,
dick.
Yeah. I explained myself.
I almost just said your fucking punchline. I hope it snows.
Oh, you motherfucker. You almost just stole my joke on a podcast.
But it wasn't like it was like an oh my, it would have been it wasn't to be like a oh.
Nah, I don't know.
But because I know you don't want to be laying down punchlines on here.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say it. If we were in conversation, I would have said it. But
Yeah. Oh, now everyone's going to wonder, but I can't tell you. You got to come see me at a show or
yeah,
something.
go see her at a show. See?
Yeah, see? It was on purpose. Chris was being helpful.
Yeah, I literally
Yeah.
put this whole thing that I just did in the notes. That's how calculated it was.
Yeah. That's how calculated you are. What's the matter?
Where we at?
54.
Oh, just seeing we're out of time. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm so not calculated.
We've been doing our thing, keep it under the limit. Chris and I have been trying to keep this short and sweet
Tight.
for you guys. Yeah, keep it tight. Get it tight.
Tight like a tiger.
Get it tight. Get it right. Just because you and I can talk for fucking days.
I know when we first started, we would like write all these fucking things down we were gonna
Yeah.
cover. Yeah, and there was like maybe we could do like a third of that.
And then we realized we talk too much.
Yeah.
And then we realized that we go on tangents.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow we're in pirate land. Somehow we're both fishermen.
I was listening back to an episode and the analogy of like, oh, we're on the same route, but we're on two different ships. I started like running through my head of like all the cool different boats that we'd be on. Like, and then I started like imagining like you have cool jet ski and I have a pirate boat, but then
Yeah.
like we're like, we could take turns. Like you can chill on the pirate boat and have like some daiquiris and I could do some figure eights on the jet ski. And then like we could switch. It'd be so sweet.
Yeah.
If we had a pirate boat and a jet ski.
Yeah, it's really amazing to me the way you spent your time. It's I'm really impressed by the way you spend your time and what you think of.
A pirate boat jet ski combination would be sick, yo.
The best of both worlds.
Sick.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Not a yacht.
No.
That's boring.
Yeah.
What are we, 80?
Yeah, come on.
Going through a midlife crisis.
Grow up.
Yeah. Grow down.
Yeah.
Grow down.
Grow cool.
Shrink.
Yeah.
Shrink down.
Yeah. Be so fucking dope.
Yeah. I'd be down.
Yeah. I feel like you would be. Because at the end of the day, you get to go home faster than me.
I got the cool thing, you know what I mean?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You've got the old, like, she's in the shop again.
Yeah, but when it's time to...
Where's Bertha?
Right.
She's in the shop again.
But when it's out and working and we're in the mood, it's fun. But then
Yeah.
everyone goes home, and I'm still trying to get the sales up.
I think I would have been a pirate.
You think so? I could see you being a pirate, kind of.
I think I would have been a pirate. I do. And I think you would have been like a commander.
Of like a ship, like for some like Navy thing.
Yeah, we would have been at war.
Right, battling against
And
each
then,
other.
but you would have let me go, like all the time. Like,
Yeah, be like, she's cool.
yeah, we would have been like fighting each other, like beating the shit out of each other, and then like you're like, get out of here.
Go.
Yeah. Till we meet again.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, but why didn't you arrest her that time?
yeah, you've like burnt our like city down or whatever.
You don't care. You just keep rebuilding cities.
Yeah.
You're chasing is like everyone's like, I wonder what Chris wants in life, and all you're chasing is the next fight.
The next battle between
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
right? Where like we let each other go. Yeah. Yo, that's the enemy you respect, though. Like we were saying earlier.
Yeah, but even that enemy, I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't wish my broken arm on him. I wish my broken arm on you.
Well, right.
You
That's
know?
right. We would wish those things on
Yeah.
each other. Like, yeah, I broke her arm, but I let her go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our poor listeners
Yeah.
that went on this little trip with us.
Yeah. Well, I think they had a good time. What I would see, this is like the part where like I wish like we did have people that would like email or write in, because like it would be fun to know like people's thresholds of what they actually wouldn't wish on their worst enemy. Like like for me it would be like being buried alive. Like to me that's like mortifying. Like I just couldn't think of a worse fucking way to die.
Yeah.
Like being alive, like that scene in Kill Bill where they fucking nail her in the thing and just bury you. Like that is more terrifying, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Like that is just no way.
Yeah.
So like that's like a real one. Like it'd be interesting like to hear like people's like what they think, like what's their like limit. You know what I mean? Because I bet there's fucking weird ones like death by spiders or something, you know?
Death by tickling.
yeah.
I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Chris and I are talking about setting up a voicemail.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're talking about setting up a voicemail so that you guys can call in and we've like whatever you want, just leave a random thought.
Yeah, just leave us a voicemail.
Yeah, so we're gonna set that up soon. We're gonna probably set that up in the next few weeks, and you're just gonna like if you're on the shitter, you leave a random thought.
Right.
If you're on your drive home, you leave if she's nothing to ride home about.
Tell us about her
Yeah.
and why she's not worth the ride home.
Oh God, yeah. So that's what we're thinking of doing for the next. We're gonna do it in the next couple of weeks. Sometimes I'm like, "Are you speaking English?"
Well, now that
It's so fucking hot in here, though.
yeah, it is. I'm sweating my ass off right now. It's all the lights, camera, action.
And it's also New York City in the summer, and it's disgusting.
I know. I'm moving in at the perfect time.
But what I love about New York City heat, and I don't know why, like every time the summer comes, I think about hip hop.
Yo, that's weird. I do too.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's because you're out in the streets and you used to hear like boom boxes and like
Yeah.
all of that. Maybe like that was like maybe it's our generation too.
Right.
When I feel that NYC heat, when it's that NYC summer, I'm like, someone needs to drop a rap album. Like it's that. Like it doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't know.
Now, do you think? Now, I feel like my hip hop goes way more fucking gangster hood shit in the wintertime. Is that a thing with you?
No, I go a little lighter in the wintertime.
What do you mean lighter? Like hip hop wise?
Like music wise, we're talking about.
Oh, I guess you're just opening it up to all music.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but it gets hard. You're saying
I feel like in the winter I start going more like Wu-Tang Clan.
That's because Diddy used to drop all those dance hits in the summer.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the summer it's more like club, like we're going out, but then like the
but
winter's
rap
more
is still
like
rap.
Yeah.
Like he still has, like I'm coming.
Yeah.
Who's hot? Who's drop?
Yeah.
Who on the block? Like all like that was the summer. Like there's so many songs where you're like, oh,
Yeah,
Let me go get
yeah.
a 25-cent juicy.
Yeah. But then like the winter to me is like a fucking like Joel Santana mixtape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like cooking up crack and like drive-bys and like hard shit, like Brooklyn, like hard, like that kind of shit. I don't know why. That's just like that's I listen to more of that type of hip hop.
Yeah, I think I stay away from hip hop in the wintertime. I do like more like chill, spacey kind of music. You know what I mean? Like I do some like Maggie Rogers. I'll do some like light music just to
some alternative.
Yeah. Some Coldplay. You know what I'm saying? It gets real gangster. And it was all yellow.
One of my buddies, he posted, you know how you do that Spotify, like, this is what I listened to this year. Mm-hmm. He posted his, and it was like MF Doom, Madlib, Freddie Gibbs, Wu-Tang Clan, Fiona Apple. Like, it was like, I was like, wait, what? And he's the type of dude where, like, I could see him playing Fiona Apple all year just to do that as like a funny thing to post, like haha, look at my top. And I like was like, dude, what's with the Fiona Apple? He's like, bro, honestly, I fucking love Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
Like it was just like hood shit and then Fiona Apple like mixed in with the top 5.
That was mine. I had like Drake. I had Bad Bunny was the number 1. Then I had Drake, and then I had some Kendrick and some J. Cole, and then I had like Haim and Maggie Rogers. Like not only like soft music, but like the most like stoner-ish, chill music. Yeah. I don't know, man. Shit gets weird sometimes. Sometimes you need to switch it up. Sometimes you can't be in that gangster mode all the time. You know what I mean?
Know,
you
yeah.
can't
It fucks with my head sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should sell crack. You know? Like you can't listen to too much rap, man. It gets.
I know it does. It's bad. I've learned that. Yeah.
Yeah. You've learned that. Yeah.
Tone it down.
Yeah. Spending 2 weeks in Rikers.
Yeah.
I've learned that because of rap. Rap ruined my life.
Rap got me there. Oh, fuck. Right. There's a guy I'm trying to think of. It doesn't matter.
All right. This has been our episode. Do you have a Would You Rather? I have one.
You have one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Would you rather have a pegged leg? If you were a pirate, would you rather have a pegged leg or a pegged arm? A pegged leg or a pegged arm. Okay. I gotta think about this one. All right. 1, 2, 3. A peg leg. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got that gangster walk.
And I got a finger.
You still would have had another finger, though. You had 5 other fingers. You have two arms.
I do different things.
But you have 2 arms. Because you said I can have a finger. A finger.
No, I said I got a finger.
Yeah. You can finger with the other hand. I just like the gangster walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Oh,
the
yeah.
limping, that's where it came from pirates. Like pirates.
My leg's already fucked up, so I was like, just lop it off.
It's our hips because we're over 30.
I know, yeah.
It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
Do they have to be wood, or can they be like a cool?
No, it's wood.
Cool?
It's
just
OG,
a wood
baby.
stick.
Yeah,
it's just like a broom handle snapped in half, and they shove it in your little hole.
Yeah. A pirate or a parrot or a monkey? 1, 2, 3. Monkey. Parrot. Oh, monkey.
Yo, because I don't need that thing. That thing's gonna cause chaos.
That thing could steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want him, a pirate.
Yeah, but if you have like a mischievous monkey, he's gonna take some of your shit. You're gonna be like, where did Waldo go, or whatever you name him?
Pedro.
Where did Pedro go? God damn it! Yeah, and you're gonna be like looking around for him. Yeah.
But he's
shitting all over the place.
He'll be my left hand man. I need some thieving hands. I've got to fucking. All right, thank you guys for listening. This has been our show. Once again, you can follow Chris at Chris
Metcalf Comedy.
Chris Metcalf Comedy, right? That's what you've decided.
Chris Metcalf Comedy on Instagram.
Yeah, and you can follow me at Ashlynn Salzano on Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Have a good life.
Bye.
Bye. I already donate.